Welcome to today's Playbook Breakdown video. Today we're going to go over the Mississippi State Bulldogs, and this has had one of the more interesting playbooks since CFB 25. This year it might have regressed a little bit, but it is very unique. It has a bunch of wide sets, so if you like that kind of veer and shoot style, this is going to offer you that. But it's also got some very nice stuff in like tight Y off, again, doubles Y off, things of that nature. So there's definitely going to be some variety and unique playness to this playbook that you guys want to get into. And I think it's going to be a very tough offense to stop. So we're going to go over the best plays, the top formations to run this efficient offense. And of course, if you guys like this kind of content and you want to see more, do me a favor, like the video, leave a comment on what you guys want to see, something that we're forgetting so we can improve for the next one. Sub to the channel so you guys don't miss an upload. We are the fastest growing channel in the community, and that's thanks to everybody here telling you guys what you need and want, and we're trying to deliver on that. So also check out the link in the description. We have our free Discord group where we have weekly calls, tips, playbook breakdowns, live streams, and then also, of course, our Patreon. Go check that out. So exclusive content on there. Let's jump into this Mississippi State playbook and show you why you guys need to be running this. First formation here is going to be tight Y off. You guys hear me talk about this. It's my favorite formation in the game. And some of the things that they have that the other tight Y offs don't is these motions here with this jet split zone, jet PA flood, fake jet halfback seam, and then you have the jet pass, fake zone, touch pass, and zone fake jet. So this alone is just a lot of variety. And then you're going to have my favorite plays in here like flood drive. You're going to have mesh spot, red zone scissors, switch drags, unique one that's not in a lot of tight Y offs, but then tight end corner. So um, I love this playbook, love this formation. We'll just show you here tight Y off. Again, if you're coming out in here, tight end corner is one of the simplest plays to run. The reason why this formation is so unique and deadly is because you don't need setups. Literally, it's maybe one hot route at most. So again, we're just going to take our reads here. Speed out route, if you guys don't know, it's probably the second best route in the game behind the comeback. People have to be playing like man, shaded underneath and outside, or cover two hard flat to be able to really take that away. Here again, you're just going to watch certain zones. You got this return route. You can hit him right away, get a green throw and miss. But again, you can wait for him to actually hit his return route and then hit him up going upfield here. If you notice they're running man, the one thing I like doing is I like putting A on a read corner and then just kind of stemming him up. You see it's a sharper breaking corner route. I really like that for man. Here against zone, again, if they're not playing underneath right away, this Texas route. And running one more time here, we just kind of showing where everything kind of gets open here. But again, Texas route to the running back, just easy, easy find. So very easy play to run. Again, I love this in the hurry up, love it in audibles, your base play, just something that you can easily just take advantage of the defense with it. So flood drive. The only thing I do is put a tight end in the corner here. So now we have this levels, high, low, X, Y, A, R, B. B is going to create this flood concept to the right. Again, take what they give you. If they don't take away underneath, we'll take our drag. We will take our flat route here to the running back. If we can get a quick look at that. See, he's right there. They're not playing it. And then again, easy yards after the catch. And then you start looking at if they start playing man coverage or something like that, or they start biting underneath, that's where Y and A are going to get open here. You see, just like that, the guy kind of took the flat route after we just went to the flats. Now this corner route's going to be wide open. And then same thing here. You're going to read X. They kind of played back, so Y wasn't open, but X is there for the free yards. Next play we're going to look at that resembles flood is going to be red zone scissors. Red zone scissors, you're going to see it has the same high low here on the left from X and Y. Difference being is A and RB. Instead of A running a corner out, he's running a flat. And instead of RB running the flat, he's going to run a corner of zone from the backfield. So again, simple reads. If they take away the flats, you'll have RB. Right here, they didn't take away the flats, so we have just a quick throw to our tight end. If they're going to run any kind of man coverage or certain zones that leave the middle of this field unoccupied, you have that. Again, boom, you also have quick stuff underneath here for a couple yards if you need, if some of the other routes don't develop quick enough. Now, if we can get a look here, this is where the running back here, you see, notice they kind of don't play the flats. They drop all the way back. You can throw it to them quick. if they crash to the flats really hard, you're going to be able to um, throw something more upfield. Now this, he drops it, and he was open, but kind of didn't play the hard flats here. And we're not getting that look here. But notice if they play a cover 2 hard flat where they drop down underneath, RB's going to find up on the sideline for huge, huge yards, which makes red zone scissors a great complement to flood. My other play here, mesh spot. Mesh spot needs one adjustment if you want to make one. You don't have to make one, but you have the mesh concept with the drags with Y and A. If one of them is open right here, again, it'll create that rub concept. It's just easy for quick yards, quick reads. Again, now you see, now we go to Y. And again, now X is just going to be the streak. He's just stretching the deep part of the defense, but B on this post or RB are going to be open depending on how the defense is dropped. You see here, they kind of don't play flats. They kind of play some match. So you'll have this quick throw to the running back. And then, of course, if they drop underneath here on drags or if they get a man look, you'll have this post open. We get a red bar throw here, but let's see if we can run that again. Man here. And again, we kind of overthrow him here. Not sure, just I don't know how good this guy's shaping is. Maybe we stem him down. That helps a little bit more. There we go. Get a good throw there, and you can see how that gets open. But mesh spot, super easy. Again, the great thing about this tight Y out formation is that there's literally 1 to no adjustments for all of these plays. And then, of course, you have an RPO peak slant bubble, RPO peak slant. Some easy plays in here to complement some PA plays as well. Next formation here, the wide bunch. This reminds me a lot of bunch open offset, but it's just wide bunch, so it's a lot more to the sideline here. So just talking about the plays here, RPO zone alert screen, RPO trap alert screen, RPO read screen. So those are going to be your 3 RPOs, which you can run the ball out of them. You also have your inside zone and read option here. We're going to show you RPO. I'm going to show you RPO trap alert screen. That's actually my favorite one. And again, this is literally about reading numbers. So the whole point of this wide stuff, as you see, is they have 4 players over to the right to guard 3. So they have the advantage. Now I'm looking at the box. It is 5 on 5, and we have the running back. So I'm just going to hand this ball off. But yeah, again here we get the numbers, and you're just gonna hand it off. If you're able to make a guy miss, it's just consistent yards, consistent play. It can be a home run, but then okay, you see now here there's 6. When I look here now, there's 3 on the right, but there's 1 safety that is played way off. So again, I'm gonna read the outside people here. You see they kind of blitz in off the corner. The safety stays back. Lets me know that that throw is going to be pretty safe. And then if we get something like this, you see this one-on-one on the left, the X route has a choice route or an option route, which is going to be he can run the hitch or he can run the slant type post. So we'll take a look here. What's he going to do? He runs the post, and unfortunately he gets hit and drops it. But again, it's not really a dangerous throw. Here they're going to bring a blitz again. Again, now we're able to get inside on the slant. You always want to pass lead down and inside to give your guy the best opportunity. But all these little RPOs are going to work the same way. And I'll just show you one real quick. We'll do RPO read screen. Take a look here again. Now you get the RPO read here, and you're able to get some pretty decent yards there. We got 20 yards. But again, we're going to take a look here just watching the run. And then this is where, again, the run. Halfback cross screen is something good to throw in. Again, just screen pass, keeping people on their toes here. And you see we're able to get, again, just positive yards is something to add because some of the route concepts in the wide bunch are hard to come by just because of where they're spread out all on the sideline. But screen pass is something good to mix in if you definitely like running in the hurry up. I think that's going to be good. And then my favorite pass play out of here is just going to be drive. Drive is something super simple. You don't need to make adjustments. Again, if I wanted to make one, maybe you put X here on a deep crosser. You even put them on a comeback possibly. But you're just going to have this drag from B. You're going to have A here on this kind of deep in. And then, again, just kind of just taking a look here. And then this is where that deep crosser where he's out wide. Although he drops it, probably would have been a touchdown catch. Um, you're just going to see he's able to get with no help there. Here's the drag now. Again, drag's coming. Again, now here's the drag. And then here's A. A is like on this man-beating route. And it can get open against zones as well. It just depends on what they're in. But that's the main reason why I like this. Um, again, you got the deep crosser. You have this high-low from the drag. And again, here is this deep crosser. If you're able to just kind of pass lead that nice and inside, that can be a huge, huge gain. One other thing that I may do, I'm going to put B on a comeback here, and I'm going to put Y here on this right stick down triple option. If you notice, he has the ability here to run a little curl, or he can run an inside or outside route. Again, just kind of take a look here. And he's going to make the right read based on the zone and the leverage. So there he just runs an in route. And then last time running this, again, now let's watch him again. He should just run a curl because there's nobody in that zone. So very easy concept. Again, easy, efficient offense. The reads are kind of simple. And then you have some simple runs. So if you're somebody that struggles to make a lot of hot routes and reads, the wide bunch is going to be a solid set for you guys to come into to really simplify that. Final formation we're going to take a look at here, the wide 5 wide receivers. We have broken down a scheme of the week on this before. And the reason why I like it a lot here, again, of course, we're going to have a QB blast being, again, the best play out of most 5 wides in general. As you see here, even with 5 people in the box, you're just going to not press turbo and follow your blocks here. Don't expect to get 20 yards every play, but here we'll run against the mid blitz. You see, don't hold turbo to accelerate the block sheds, and you can just get very good blocks here, and it's just going to lead to really consistent yardage. So mix it in your offense. To me, it's a staple play. It's the best play in there. Goal line, short yard situation, hurry up are the situations you're going to want to use this. And then you come out here, and we're going to just talk about here shock here. Again, why I like it, again, because everything is spread and it's wide, is most users like to play the dead center middle of the field. But what we're going to do here is, you see, if there's nobody in the center, I'm going to watch this slant and post from X and Y. If this middle defender tries to cheat to the middle, you're going to have A on his option route. So again, take a look. And there is going to be this post here that gets wide open. And I'm not sure, I think that might have been a cover 2. But you see, just super simple. Again, we'll watch. Now we got the slant. It's going to be really hard for people to blitz you out of this and have all those things taken away. So now we're going to start moving our eyes over to the right. You kind of watch. A sits here in this zone. And again, it's a nice quick throw. No blitz is going to get to you that quick before that throw can get out. Then the other thing, too, is the slot fade. Again, if he beats corner, maybe you mess up match somehow, he's a potential option. But then B here on the smoke screen, if zones drop back, we don't get that. They play man against us. See if we can get one look real quick against just the zone look here. Here is the slot fade I was referring to, as we get an overthrow what would have been a touchdown. Here is the smoke screen. You see all the zones kind of drop back to take that slot fade. So easy 5 yards. And shock is just a very solid play. One of the ones that is very similar to this, again, if you're in a Dynasty to play cooldown, is stick. Where is stick? Here we go. Stick is actually almost the exact same thing. Difference being is the other guy running the deep running route, which is B this time. RB's going to run an out route, A, hitch, and then Y and X are going to be on this stuff over the middle. So, of course, if that middle is exposed, you have the slant. And then you guys have shown the other routes where we showed A on his little option route, X on the post slant behind the inside slot. So, bunch of easy things you can do here. And then one other play, scissors. I think scissors is extremely good because it gives you the opportunity to attack deep. The one thing I may do here is I may put X here on a drag. And the reason being is I really want to have a high-low underneath. I want to check down route if there is nothing open deep down the field. Here, again, this is where X comes open. Most people aren't expecting your outside receivers to come on these underneath drags. So if the middle ends up being open here, you will have Y and or A. Here they kind of played a cover 2 look, so the mid-read was going to be there to take away both But again, let's see if we can look here at A and or Y. Here is Y. We're going to pass back shoulder. But yeah, so I just stemmed A down one. Maybe get him to break a little bit earlier here. Again, we're going to hit this little post coming across here. Got a blue throw. If your guy has that leverage, that throw is just going to be there. It's a really, really good play. I want to show where this A can get open here. Wow. If you want to get A open, I think there's two ways to do it. You can just repost him. That's one. You could streak RB so he carries that deep safety. And maybe you put something on Y where you streak Y actually. So that way kind of everything is taken out of the way here. And then now you're going to create this high-low concept where you see there's going to be these opportunities here to, again, different ways you can get A open here. If you need to get him more involved, if people are taking away everything on the left and or that corner on RB. So it's going to be our wide 5 wide receiver set and why you want to use these. Also, one other one, RPO bubble quarterback